Hi, this is JL, the July Lioness, and you're watching Wrennard Castle.
Yoid,
This is a
Oh,
story
Ard.
of my grandparents
Fukatua.
and their children who lived in a castle
Brinkasharo.
from
Pobani.
1920 to
Desane.
1949.
Lamina
So
Quar.
here we see my
Thalmid.
grandparents together.
Frieza.
Oh, there's my grandfather playing chess in one of the turrets. I think this is the second level. And if you look closely, you can see the ocean. You might be able to hear the ocean too, actually. Yeah, this castle is on the ocean. It is an actual castle, and this is a true, well, it's not a story. It's how I kind of tried to envision how they might have lived, what it might have been like living in the castle. I never saw the inside, so that is just, I kind of had to wing it. So anyway, here's grandfather. He's a scientist, so he's still in his lab coat. He's just gotten home from work. He had played some chess. Now he thinks he'll check on check on the girls. My aunts Adeline and Maggie. So he's gone back up through the turret to cut over into the second level where the bedrooms are. And he's just peering in, peeking in on his girls. Really must put those trunks away. And here he is with the governess, Etta Knowles, who was also checking on the girls. Here is my grandmother. She's just having a nice read in their lovely bedroom.
Nubu. Essanis Pimbas. Oh.
And she is tending to
Quexenos.
Uncle Ben.
Oh. Nubu. Oh, Swibbit. Oh, Nubu Nibnub. Amu. Oh. Oh. Oh, Balanev. Oh, Dolphus Polkam. Oh, Gribix Pelifa. Oh, Amu. Oh, Laba. Yadras Vobia. Oh. Oh, Nubu. Oh, Yumbala. Uh-huh. Kapuna. Zamoiza. Berosh.
And grandfather's also checking on Ben a bit later. Aunt Maggie, the ghost. She actually drowned at the age of 4, but I thought it appropriate to include her in the family. So she's just brushing her teeth and she's going to go do some homework in her brother's room and then go to bed.
Zaru, Voma, Kuba Barina, the boy, Libo,
My Aunt Ad and my Uncle Bill, the two oldest. Bill is the oldest, monkeying around when they should be going to bed. It's late, kids. Take a bath and go to bed. It's a lot easier to take a bath when you go to bed than in the morning. I don't know that they have showers back then. In the 20s, did they have showers? I don't know. This castle just has bathtubs. So hard to take a quick bath. Better to just take it the night before and then you can jump up and eat and run off to your to your day.
Yet last the nail. Do 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 do.
So the children, oldest were Bill, then Adeline, then Maggie, who drowned, then my father, Jeffrey, and then the youngest, Benjamin. So there were five, but only four that lived a full life.
Harp too. Yumamush. Oganshima. Wibisyef. Waksa.
Nice little scene with my grandfather and my father. Never knew my grandfather. He died many years before my parents even met.
The nerve.
But I imagine he was a nice, fun man who loved his family, good sense of humor. And so he's having a nice little exchange with my father.
No Bob.
Quava.
Bobna Churf. Wumshasiba. Vamu. Harva Boshi. Puib Safub.
Chuba sush Valena. Kawasi Daibarai.
Boom is Pazoi. Uh-huh.
Watanabe.
Tiefel.
Buma.
Plana Harnum.
Samsomog.
Kumiao.
Bonji.
Bouchard Flassel. Fool. Chimre Parlalidimp. Saya.
Refsig Shufflet. Vubea. Ah.
Yes, and here we have Mr. Lusk, who is the
Gensiba.
handyman who lives down the hill, and the governess, Etta Knowles.
Boshno.
Both of these are fictitious.
Deeps Parfasehorim.
They're having a nice little
Unkim
chat. I think they're
Angor
hitting it off pretty
Slapshim.
well. Maybe talking about literature or music or something.
Wogrichob. Warba.
Ah,
Abini
Yanabi.
Shrosies. Nuloy. Sul. Zitorb. Huh.
And my grandmother heading up the tower to do a bit of painting. But it's a spectacular view. Really inspirational. This tower is 105 feet high. There's a story my father would tell that one day, they just wanted to irritate the servants, I guess. They took a dressmaker's dummy, screamed fire, and threw it off the top of the tower. All those rambunctious scamps. Can you imagine a dressmaker dummy falling 105 feet? Or maybe they didn't go all the way to the top. I guess the windows opened on the lower floors. I don't even know if you could get all the way to the top the way I have it shown here. I don't know. Never went up it. By the time I was around, I had very limited access to the castle, and I remember my father talking to Uncle Bill, who became an architect, that they saw a big crack in the tower. This was after it had been sold to somebody else, sold out outside the family, but a big crack in the side of the tower, probably no longer structurally sound. So probably can't go up the tower anymore. If you could even get up to the roof, you can't do it anymore. I rather doubt that the current owners would have the money to repair it or rebuild it, maybe. because it was the tower
No.
was built. Well, the castle itself was built. They started construction on the castle in
Beyond the
1840, about 1842.
Cool.
The dates vary, and I think the tower
Snibara
was started
Watani.
early, like
Lumina
1905, something
Clever
like that.
horse.
So it came a bit later.
Dibowis.
So I recreated this from old photographs that people were kind enough to share with
Wrennard.
me, and so you have to take kind of some liberties and just make decisions. So I was not able to get the tower really as high as I wanted it to because the game restrictions. So this is a facsimile. So we have my grandmother and Governess Knowles, who's running around in her nightgown. Oh, how unseemly. Chatting about perhaps maybe she had a question about the children or something. So there you go. Thanks for visiting with me, guys. This has been JL the July Lioness coming to you from Wrennard Castle.